Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is May and today I will be reviewing Blackpink's second album, Born Pink. So, Blackpink, one of the most popular girl groups or K-pop girl groups in the world, released their second studio album after debuting in 2016 last week Friday, which was the 16th of September. And I have a lot of things to say about it. I literally have a list on my tablet here, so let's get right to it. I already did a recap of Pink Venom and Shutdown. You can check my page for the previous videos. I think I might link it up here if I remember to link it, but you can check it out. A short recap. Pink Venom was very disappointing for me. As a title track, it was extremely disappointing. Like, they could have done so much better. The lyrics were not it. Sound, the chorus, it was just killing me inside. Shutdown though had like good reviews for me. It was nice. It was something I would expect from Blackpink, that was like a thumbs up for me. But I'm going to be reviewing all the songs in the album, like from each song going down. I already reviewed Pink Venom, but there are some things that I forgot to add in my last review that I'm going to add now. In the rap part of Pink Venom, it's Jenny and Lisa. There was a part where they were like, God bodies like Rambo, Life of Evander.
Got bodies like Rambo, resist the life of a vandal mess.
That part was so funny to me because they were singing about like being in the hood, catching bodies. You know what that actually means? It's like, and I understand that they don't write their lyrics given to them, but like when it comes to rap, you should rap about something that you can relate to. Even singing, when people use others like lyrics or stuff like that, you can't use something that is not really in your reality, something you don't relate to. So seeing them sing about hood stuff like that was just crazy for me, and it was just like so random. Like, they didn't have to sing about that because that's not their reality, singing about being so bad in that kind of sense, and it doesn't make sense because that's obviously not who they are. Because the thing with YG that I've noticed is, and actually most K-pop groups, they see rapping as this kind of aesthetic or vibe. That's why they just choose any random any person, sometimes someone that doesn't even have like rapping history, to be a rapper in the group. That's literally how most K-pop groups choose their rappers. So I'm not surprised. Like, they don't even bother about these lyrics having meaning. They just tell them to add some swag in it and rap. So that part was just kind of funny to me. Another thing I noticed in Pink Venom was bragging about their designer sponsorships. Like, there was a part where Lisa said something about Celine, like, I'm tired. Like, literally check it. Literally almost every Blackpink music video, since they got like brand sponsorships, they have to put in the brand sponsorships. Celine, Chanel. Like, bro, why? I mean, now I understand why their fans are always bragging about it, because, well, they are bragging about it. And it's like, okay, I understand there might not be much to brag about, any other thing to brag about apart from brand sponsorships, but like, seriously, I'm getting tired about it. The lyrics are just like cringe, extremely cringe and lazy. Alright, so off to the next song. The next one would be Type of Girl. I actually really liked the song. It was nice. It was a very cool, nice song that I think fits Blackpink's vibe a lot. So this was like a thumbs up for me. Cool lyrics, of course. It's bragging, which is something I have noticed about almost every Blackpink song. Literally every song, they always brag about how they are so cool, they are so hot, they are so this, they are so that. And there's one thing I noticed in this particular song that didn't really sit right with me. They were bragging about how they were not like other girls, and I thought we left this whole not like other girls genre with the 2000 chick flicks movie, because this modern world, a lot of girls are beginning to realize that those movies and that saying not like other girls is a kind of way of making girls want to change themselves for a guy. Like, I mean, don't you remember the movies you watch where this guy leaves this girl who is fine or whatever to go for this other girl that she's the only girl in school with black hair or with piercings or reads books in the middle of the club? It's like, you just want to be different. You just have to be different, to be not like other girls. Everyone is uniquely different in their own way, but like, saying you're not like other girls is kind of making other girls seem bland and normal. Like, they are so cool and so different from you. So that part didn't really sit well with me, because I felt like that was something that we as women have moved away from in this modern day. So The raps were not giving. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started studying Blackpink, I was feeling their rap because compared to other K-pop groups, it was cool. Because like I've listened to raps of like most K-pop groups, a few of them actually, and their raps are are just funny because it's like they're trying to be cutesy and rap at the same time. Plus, it's not really rapping. Most of their raps are them just like saying the words. There is no flow. There's no swag to it. So when I came across Blackpink and Blackpink rappers and rapping, I thought it was really cool. But to be honest, I'm kind of like getting tired of it. There, it's almost like it's the same flow. Cause I know these girls are not like into rapping like that when they entered the group and everything. Rapping was not their thing, and I feel like they haven't developed that whole rapping aura since then. It's the same thing. There's no like different vibe. There's no. I mean, when you actually listen to real rappers, I mean, people that have been doing this for ages, that it's in their blood, Jay-Z, Eminem, even people that might not be as famous as that actually like into rapping, there's a vibe you get. I don't really feel that with Blackpink nowadays. It's just kind of getting tiring for me. There was also a lyric in Type of Girl that just got me like, Jenny was like, type of girl who got bag in the same quality as Chanel. I was like, girl, what? I mean, most of these um designer brands in quotes, they actually might not be the best of quality. It's just expensive because of the name that they have. So that whole thing was just giving me like I wasn't really feeling that line. Again, it was bragging about sponsorship, but I just wasn't feeling that line for me. I noticed it was a completely English song, and I noticed that ever since BTS Dynamite, there has been an increase in like total completely English lyrics songs in K-pop groups. Like in this particular album of Blackpink, they actually had two complete English songs. Previously, they had like maybe one English song, but like because BTS released Dynamite and it did so well on the charts and got them awards and all that stuff, K-pop groups have been actively implementing English songs in their albums, and I can't really complain because I'm an English speaker. It's nice for me to be able to actually sing their songs from like top to bottom, but it was just something I noticed, anyways. Okay, so moving on to the next song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was one of the titles of the songs that was kind of funny to me because I don't know, it was just really funny to me. But yeah, yeah, yeah has to be like one of my actual faves in the album because it had these old Korean instrumental vibes, like retro. I don't know how to explain it, but if you listen to it, it has these retro vibes. Like the instrumentals, they were so good, and the whole song, the lyrics were. It was a very chill song. There was not too much noise. It was just extremely chill. It was a completely Korean song. Like maybe I think some part of the chorus was English, so I didn't see any official translation of the lyrics by YG that was posted, so I can't really say anything about the lyrics. But just hearing it alone, I think I really like it. Moving on to the next song, "Hard to Love." This was an amazing solo by Rosie. Like I cannot even say anything bad about it. If you asked me, this song should have been on her solo album with the other two songs. Like this song was beautiful. I don't know what I was expecting, but when I actually listened to this song, I was like, wow! Like the song was so good. It was very nice lyrics, and this has to be like my second favorite in the album. Like it was that good. I have literally nothing bad to say about it. It was cool. Kudos to the lyricist and people that have credits for the song because they did really well with it. The next one is The Happiest Girl. So apparently I found out that The Happiest Girl was a song that was released 2 years ago by actually a very talented artist. I think her name was Cruel Youth. I'm not sure if that is, but like whenever I search for her stuff, the only name I see there is Cruel Youth. I don't know much else about who she is, but like I listened to her original, which is basically the same thing as The Happiest Girl released by Blackpink. She had sold it to them obviously because she released the song 2 years ago, and it didn't do so well, and well she sold it and Blackpink used it, and it sounds nice with their voices. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded really good, but it was a song that was usually bought. In other words, it was a cover because you cannot really say it's like a demo or something. It's basically a cover because she released the song and they literally sang it the exact same way, just with their voices. So that part just got me like, in as much as Blackpink isn't known for their originality, in songs. Like they don't really have inputs. I mean the members now, they don't really have inputs in writing lyrics or doing much in their songs. This is just like going back in terms of seeing Blackpink actually have inputs in their songs. Because this is a little cover on an album, like an album they've been on a break for 2 years and they came back with a cover. That just got me like, like it could have been anything more. It also gave me this whole traditional sad song in Blackpink album. Like I've noticed from Blackpink mini albums and albums, they have this traditional sad song in each of them. Like they just has to be one sad song. And I'm not going to hate on it because it's nice. It's a beautiful song. It's like their thing. But this was like the traditional sad song of the Blackpink album. I liked it. It was cool. I loved how quiet it is. It wasn't noisy because there's a lot of noisy K-pop songs like that. It's just noise. Like my ears literally bleed. I'm so sorry. Like it just noise. It's like a new genre, the noise genre. But this song was so calm. Like it was giving me calm vibes. Like, I can listen to this and just relax on my bed without feeling headaches. Like I really liked it. There was a part about it though that got my eyes. My eyebrow was like, huh? What did you say? So in a part of the lyrics, it says all it takes is, I was trying to sing that, but that was like a bad singing. So a part of the lyrics says all it takes is a smooth pop of a bottle, which literally means drinking alcohol. I mean younger fans may not really understand what that means, but that is what it means. And there's also a part that says all it takes is a little rolling paper, which means smoking. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to be escorted by YouTube, but that's basically what it means. And it was just crazy for me because in as much as they bought the song and they literally just sang the same thing in their own voices, singing lyrics like this can be kind of dangerous. I mean, it's just crazy. I feel like they could have changed the lyricists and editors or whoever was in charge of, maybe Teddy, whoever was in charge of how will I say, giving it to them, or like I don't know, whoever is in charge, they could actually change that part of the lyrics because that was just crazy for me. Like that did not need to be there. It was so weird because I cannot imagine Blackpink girls doing that. I mean, in as much as I know that they are adults, right, and people do this, especially celebrities, a lot of celebrities do it, but like you don't just sing about things like this if it's not your reality. It just seems too dangerous to just put in a song. But hopefully it doesn't have any bad consequences, but just something that I feel like did not have to be there because I don't think it's their reality, because I don't want it to be their reality. It's not such a great place to be in, so it was just really weird. The next song would be Tally was also a demo that was sent to them, which is actually not such a bad thing. I mean, celebrities sings people's demo that have been sent to them. So yeah, I really like the song. It was really cool. I think it's going to be a really nice song to be performed live. It seems like something that really has a lot of like vocal singing, and it's something that the audience will really like if it was performed like live, like with the mics on and everything. Listening to the lyrics of the songs, it seems like it's talking about sex. I mean, anyone else who has listened to the song can please tell me what they think about it in the comment section below, because it sounds like it's talking about sex. Say fuck it, I will do what I want with who I want. No one is keeping tally. And also, I would say it like the boys, but like the boys do something. I mean, that's basically what it's talking about. It's talking about having like sex with multiple people without caring, because the world we live in, when a woman decides to be like men and literally have lots of body count, she's termed a prostitute or something like that bad, but she's being looked upon in a very bad way. So the song is like a kind of liberation song, like I'm going to say fuck it and do what I want and be like the boys and say and do what I want to do with who I want to do it with, because no one is actually keeping tally, no one is checking my records and marking it for me. That's literally what I got from the song, and honestly you can't tell me otherwise. That's literally the only thing that it can mean. Anyways, I also noticed it was the second English song. Like they went a step further now. They've released 2 English songs in a 7-song album. I was like, okay. I've always felt like YG is kind of wants Blackpink, or has been pushing Blackpink to be this Western idol group. I mean, at the point they stopped attending idol awards, and even the style, the songs, it has a lot of inspiration from the Western side. It doesn't follow the typical K-pop girl group, who's all cutesy and all of that stuff, and that's really cool. It's fine with me, but I just noticed like they are really pushing in there. So I'm honestly, I've been curious about why this plan for Blackpink has been since the beginning, because there are just a lot of things that go on. I just like, the last song would be Ready to Love. I listened to this song like once when it came out. I didn't even finish the song because at the point I lost interest. I the video was not so interesting to watch because it was a game song, and honestly, I won't say I didn't expect it because this is Blackpink, but like I would have loved for it not to be in the album. Like you're coming back with an album after 2 years, a 7 song album, which is literally the limit you can have in an album to make it an album and not a mini album. So they literally did the list and they brought in a song from a game ad that they did. Like that was so, a game sponsorship ad they did. That was so like, no, like really. I mean, it's a cool song. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I think it's okay, but they could have put something else in. And also the rap parts were just meh for me. I don't know what's it, but listening to their album, I just realized I was kind of over the rap vibes in Blackpink. There needs to be this growth in the rapping. There, like, I was just like meh. Rap was just giving me meh. But Ready to Love was an okay song for me. That's all for the songs in the album, but I'm just gonna say some things overall. I actually liked most of the songs. Like I said, as you could listen, I actually really liked most of the songs. They were cool, and it was nice to hear from Blackpink again because anyone who has been a fan of Blackpink's songs know that they hardly actually come back, which is funny because in one of the lyrics, Jenny was like, this isn't a comeback because I think it was shut down or Pink Venom. I'm not sure. Like this isn't a comeback because we never left, and I was like, you never left, but it's not like you've really been in the game because you're hardly there. So it was just funny to me. But anyways, Miss Blackpink for the longest, and they're finally back, so I liked most of the songs. There was not much input from Blackpink, but then I wasn't really surprised. They've never really been putting stuff into their songs. I mean, whether it's like writing or directing, literally anything, they've never really been like that. And at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually getting used to it. I've literally settled with the fact that this is Blackpink. This is the Blackpink that YG has made. They don't have any input whatsoever in singing songs that have their names on it and all that. Personally, I also think that expecting Blackpink to have some kind of input in their songs is also kind of like pressure, because I actually don't think this is something they have skill in. Like they might not have skill in actually, because I don't know, but I'm not sure they have skill in it. So at this point, I feel like everyone can just get used to Blackpink, being the way they are, not really having input in their songs. Like it's different from what most of us are used to compared to other artists. But then that's just the Blackpink that YG has made, and that's all we have. Final thing I'm going to say is I felt like the album felt rushed. Like the way they just came was like they came out of nowhere. Like of course it was nice to have them back, but it felt really rushed. Hi guys, it's me, May. I'm currently editing and I had to change the ending of the video because it was really messed up. But I just wanted to add that the album cover was really ugly. I'm not even gonna lie, it was ugly. It wasn't nice at all. And I've noticed that they do not put in any effort whatsoever when it comes to Blackpink album or mini album covers. It's always so simple and it doesn't look that pretty at all, especially this one. This has been one of their ugliest album ever. I mean, look at it. They could have really used a picture of like the gang of the girls as an album cover, and it would have been so much better than what they did. So I just wanted to add that there. Anyways, if you reached this far, I am seriously grateful to you for sticking to this extremely long video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.